Welcome back, everybody, to another Warp World episode of World 1-1 Podcast. I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. With me, as always, is Eddie. I have the Black Plague, dying of dysentery. V. What up?
I'm coming, Elizabeth. Take me.
Die quieter.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Shut up. So, the Warp World episodes, for those of you that are new to the show, are where we talk about the little concentrated bits of news nuggets that come out in things like Nintendo Directs and press conferences and the like. So tonight we are talking about the Nindies Direct that just happened. We're going to be going through all the games and talking a little bit about what was shown, what we saw, what we hoped for, and what we felt like was missing. So, Eddie, why don't you start running down the list and let's get it on.
Okay, so Damon Baker, he was the host of this. And you guys can watch this also on YouTube on Nintendo's page.
He was terrible. I will link to the YouTube video in the description for the show, but yeah, Dan was awful. Dan has like no personality, and when he tries to have a personality, it's worse.
Well, he did do a good job beatboxing. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, but he confused beatboxing with breakbeat. These are not the same thing.
That is true. So they started off with Super Meat Boy. That is coming.
No, Super Meat Boy Forever.
Super Meat Boy Forever. That is right. Coming 2018. It's coming to Switch first. This is the sequel to Super Meat Boy, and it seems that the game is now has a different graphic style, looks a little bit more detailed. It looks like it has a punch attack, so I believe that's new.
Yep. Yeah, original Meat Boy was strictly platform. Jump and survive and don't die.
Yeah, so
it's a little more aggressive.
If I get it, this would be my first Meat Boy. I looked at the first one and I'm just like, not interested.
No, go play it.
You want to know why? I think the Bit Trip series was better.
You're referring specifically to Bit Trip Runner, then?
Yeah.
It's different. It's kind of apples and oranges, honestly. I would still recommend playing Meat Boy.
Okay.
Give it an hour of your time.
That means I have to buy it.
Yeah, but it's not like it's that expensive.
Yeah, that is true. So, moving on from there. Oh, thoughts about it, Larry? Did you like it or anything? Were you like? Oh,
I'm excited. Cool. I liked the first Meat Boy. I am excited for this. I will say, just from the footage they showed, it has more of an endless runner vibe to it. I doubt that it is an endless runner, but it kind of had that look, like Meat Boy just wasn't stopping moving at all.
Yes. I'm actually shocked that they went to Nintendo first. I think because of what they did with the first Meat Boy with Microsoft, they didn't want to go do that again.
I'm sure that's part of it. Bearing in mind, too, though, that the publisher has had a growing history with Switch and has been doing reasonably well. You know, we've got Nicholas doing, everything from Cave Story, End is Nigh, and a number of others as well that they're all putting out on Switch in limited quantities, at least for physical release. But they seem to be doing well enough there, and my guess is they're probably having a reasonably positive relationship with Nintendo to the point where they're going, this is probably the easiest and fastest way to get to market. And there's a market there that's hungry for like anything that goes up on the console.
Are the two guys still together with Team Meat?
Or
did one of
Edmund
them leave?
And what's his name? For the life of me, I cannot remember the other guy's name. But I suspect as far as Team Meat goes, they're probably still together. But I would have to do a little looking to find out for sure.
Yeah, because the last time when I watched Indy, the
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good documentary.
Oh, it was. It was excellent. I thought I saw somewhere there was a follow-up to it, but I haven't seen it.
Ooh, we'll have to check it out. Well, moving on, Shovel Knight King of Cards is coming out from
Oh
Yakult
my God,
Games.
yes!
So that'll be early 2018. It looks really good.
Our boys at Yacht Club at it again. Super, super pumped. It looks fantastic. I'm curious to see what the deal is with this little card game thing that's getting packed in.
Yeah, is this a delay or they just never announced a date for it?
No, this is the first time they finally put a date on it.
Okay. Cause see, I
Yeah,
thought
because
it.
if you remember last time when we had them on, um, they just said it was being worked on. There wasn't a date for it yet.
Oh, okay. Cause I didn't know if they finished everything or and it was supposed to come out this year, and it's just gonna say anything. Um,
Yeah, King of Cards is going to be the last piece of content for Shovel Knight, and at that point, based off of what they said, uh, we then may finally see a physical version for Switch. If you recall back to when they were on with us a couple months ago.
cause they only did the digital version. That is right. So yeah, shout out to Yakult Games. Moving on from there, Mom Hit My Game. That's coming late 2017 on Switch and 3DS. This one is by Kimco and Hap Incorporated. And I was shocked seeing the Kimco name. I was just like, they're still around?
This thing looks fucking terrible. It looks dumb. And even what's his face that was hosting this direct looked like he was having a hard time honestly trying to sell it.
Well, it looks.
When the biggest reason you can put out there for somebody to buy this is because you should diversify your game collection on the Switch. It's not a promising thing.
Well, it might be funny. It might be fun. You know,
It looks awful.
if it's $5, I'll pick it up, or $7, I'll pick it up. It looks cool. Something,
I think you
just
gave
something
this
fun.
thing way too much credit, but hey, your money. Go for it.
Well, coming up next is Golf Story, September 2017. And that's going to be by Sidebar Games. And what Golf Story is an RPG, kind of golf simulator almost, where you'll be able to do frisbees, um, a drone, and some other things, and you can level up your character, um, get new attributes and stuff like that. And it actually has a dark story to it. I'm like, in a golf game?
Yeah, why not? I'm interested. It things like this where you take something that's normally a contained experience and turn it into a bigger world experience pique
Mm-hmm.
my interest. Like there was a preview months ago for a pinball adventure game on the Switch that the name now escapes me, but it looked really cute and really neat. Um, and this kind of seems to fit in that same box too. It's piqued my interest.
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
thinking
even much for golf, but it looks nifty.
they said RPG, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll pick this up.
Of course you will.
I know. The next one is Floor Kids. And this one is created by John, and the music is coming from DJ Kid Koala. Anyone who has seen the movie Baby Driver, he did the soundtrack. And what Floor Kids is like break a breakdance kind of rhythm game like DDR almost. So you'll have freestyle, you'll have battle, um, you'll have rhythm and some other options and stuff. It looks really cool. The art style kind of reminds me of Ellen Hominid. Uh, what's the company?
Behemoth.
Behemoth. Yeah, it has that Behemoth look to its characters in its art style.
It feels a little like if Behemoth took on Fat Albert.
Yeah, and actually did like 2D animation, I should say.
The animation looks nifty. I'm not sold on the gameplay yet because I don't. They didn't really tell you anything about the actual gameplay, but I suspect I'll see enough by the time it comes out to make a judgment call.
it looks good, cool to me. Of course, I love hip hop and I love break dancing. Breaking is my movie, and Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. All right,
Of course it is. You walking stereotype.
look, don't give me no sass.
I'll
Let me
give
rephrase
you
that.
all the sass.
Let me
Suck
rephrase.
it.
Let me rephrase that. Don't give me no racial sass.
Oh no, I'm going to give you even more racial sass than just regular sass. Deal with it.
Well, the next game that comes up, Wolver Blade, Wolver Blade. That's gonna be,
Wolverblade.
yeah, that's coming up. I had separated because of the way that it looked on on the on the trailer. I was like, okay, Wolver is one word, Blade is the next one because they had them like capital for the
Oh.
W and the B, so that's why I had separated. Uh, yeah, but that's coming from Darkwind Media and fully illustrated. September 2017 for Switch. I'm definitely getting this game. I love 2D beat 'em ups. It reminds me of Guardian Heroes, and I'm just like, yes, I'm so down for this. There's another game that I really want to get to that's on this list that I hope you are into, because I want to play with you guys. But yeah, it's a really cool 2D game. It looks like it's going to be 4-player, I'm assuming. But right now, it just looked like they were just showing off 2-player. So that's all I know for right now.
Yeah. Oh. I think I need to find somebody that owns it first and play like 20 minutes of it before I make a decision if I'm buying it, but it could be good.
Okay.
It looks like it has I won't even go as far as promise, but I'll say it has potential to be
Mm-hmm.
good. It doesn't look inherently awful like Mom Hid My Game.
I thought she was about to say, "Mom hit my game." You're like, she hit it and she threw it on the ground and destroyed it.
What do we got next?
Poly Bridge is coming in holiday 2017. It is Switch exclusive, so it's probably coming out on Switch first, and then it'll be on other systems. Um, this one is kind of you make a bridge, and it's like a physics puzzle kind of game. The way that it looked, and I was thinking about it. The one game that me and you like really talked about that came on Wii, with the black uh
Are you
goo
thinking of World of Goo?
World of Goo. It
It looks
looks,
like World of Goo without the personality.
yeah, well, yeah, but it looks like it's cool and the physics to it for it. I'm like, oh, this looks okay.
Uh, I don't know.
I I could wait for a review.
It doesn't grab me.
Okay, that's fine. If it doesn't grab you, that's fine. I just thought it was cool, and it just brought me that World of Goo sense. Just the way that they was doing it, how they was setting it up. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like World of Goo. But it don't have that kind of flow to it. So, moving on from that, Kentucky Route Zero TV edition is coming out 2018 by Annapurna Interactive. It's going to be all 5 episodes and interludes, and Nintendo Switch will be getting the last episode before all the other consoles. So they're getting the whole full game. Um, I heard of this, but didn't really get into it. Like didn't really think about picking it up. But when I heard more of a description about it, I'm like, oh yes, I'm down to get this game. And it looks
It's
good.
it's piqued my interest. I'm not super crazy about the art style, but the story sounds interesting enough that I will probably end up picking it up and playing it.
The art style was cool to me. I could dig the art style. It looks like some other indie games, so that's why I was just kind of used to it. But I'm like, I'm intrigued about the mystery of this game. Like you said, the story looks really sounds really good. So, um, moving on from that, Earth and Atlantis is coming out this fall on Switch. First by Head Up, and it kind of reminded me of Geometry Wars, or not Geometry Wars, mostly Graceful Machine Explosion. Uh,
Graceful Explosion Machine, yep.
Graceful. I keep saying that wrong.
Just remember your abbreviation is GEM.
Jim. Okay. Graceful Explosion Machine. Looks really good. I really dig in the art style of
You know, the art style vaguely reminds me of
it.
Gunman Clive,
Yeah. Yes. That was a really good game.
which also reminded me of the art style of that old children's book about the little kid with the carrot.
Hmm. I don't think I remember that one.
I'll see if I can find it and send you a link. You'll look at it and go, "Holy shit, this looks exactly the same."
Ah.
You know, we've got more shmup action, which is never a bad thing. I don't feel like the art style complements the game though. If this is a game about the fact that, the whole earth has been flooded,
Mm-hmm.
I want that blue hue, that liquid feel. It's just that paper look doesn't do it for me for something like this.
Okay.
That being said, if it plays solid, I'll still jump on board. I just have personal conflicting issues about the art style. It doesn't look right for this game to me.
Okay. Well, moving on from that, then next up, Hero is going to be early 2018 by Digital Continue, which was funded by the executive producer of Scribblenauts and Drawn to Life. Um, I'm so ready for this game, so down for it. And what it is that you play as a hero, but if your hero dies, you get another hero, and if you rescue the hero that died, he becomes your AI character. He or she becomes your AI character. And so on and so on.
Congratulations, you just explained that better than they did on the direct.
Really?
Yeah, because I was listening to him talk about this and going, the fuck does that even mean?
Wow, I was kind of taking almost the same words that he said because I know he said like you get the character back again if you save him, and it just repeats in a way.
It just, I don't know, just something about his wording seemed not helpful.
Okay, well, it's another RPG for me or dungeon crawler. I believe that's what they said.
Hmm.
Any thoughts, Larry?
Uh,
Or did you get
it it's it doesn't grab me.
okay?
It doesn't. Just it doesn't seem to have a hook that makes me go, gotta have it.
Okay, that's cool. Um, I was thinking about that actually today. I'm like, I think 15 games on this list is what I'm down for, like to buy. Um, and I've still got to separate my must-haves. Some I'll get if friends recommended that it's good. Some I'll wait for review, and then I didn't really have any of them that that I said no to just yet. Like I'll even try Poly Bridge if it's cheap. No. Uh, but moving on from that, Steam World Dig 2 got announced for September 21st of 2017. This is from Image and Forum Games. And this one, from what I read, takes place between Steam World Dig 1 and Steam World Heist.
That one's surprising. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, that's cool that's coming out on the 21st. In case of people, got a Simmons Return and beat it, and just want something more to play, they could get that.
I am really hopeful for this, but every time I see it, it feels like it's missing something, and I can't put my thumb on what it is. There's
Metroid,
something about
Metroid
something.
wise,
I, I don't know. I honestly cannot put my thumb on it, but I can tell you that the first SteamWorld Dig,
mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times I've played through it. Like that is that became a default boredom game for me for like 2 years. Like when I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to play, I would just flip open my 3DS and turn on SteamWorld Dig and just start plowing down because it was cathartic. I could turn my brain off. I didn't have to think real hard about it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just enjoyable. This seems to be messing with the formula a little bit in a way that I just cannot figure out what they've changed, but I know they've changed something.
It looks very Metroidy, like with the powers and stuff. So I'm
Well,
just like,
the first one was something of a Metroidvania as well. The first one was like if you had taken Metroid and fused it with Dig Dug.
yes,
And maybe that's what it is. Dig 2 feels like it might be missing some of that Dig Dug feel.
probably
Like the
because of the
balance feels
trailers.
off.
Yeah, because it might be because of the trailer. Like they didn't show enough of the digging. They kind of showed more of the new stuff.
Yeah, and as dumb as it sounds, and as much as I love a Metroid game, that digging was part of what made me so happy playing SteamWorld Dig. It's stupid and it's repetitive, but it was somehow relaxing to me. Like I seriously, the minute I would finish a game of SteamWorld Dig, I would literally boot it up to start a fresh game again.
Okay. Well, the next game is Mulaka, by Lienzo, or Lienzo. The way that I don't know, is Leanzo or Leazo. Liazo. It might be that one. I gotta hear the pronunciation again. But that is coming in 2018 of next year for Switch. I'm kind of interested. Looks like a adventure platform game. With a little bit of Zelda. It might have some dungeons. You could turn into different animals as powers and stuff. And it looks like you're working hard to become like the ultimate like chief or ultimate spiritual gift or something like that.
You know, I got a little bit of a Prince of Persia vibe.
I didn't.
That's what I that's a little bit of what I felt. Let me tell you though, I want to be on board with this. I'm so close to it. I like the art style. I hate the execution of the art style. I do not like that they went with this trying for this 3D polygonal like it feels like if you took that art style that you've got
Mm-hmm.
and executed it in a way more akin to say like Okami,
Yeah.
it would look so much better.
It feels like that is missing a little bit detail in the coloring, like this, the
Yeah,
like the shading.
uh, it's like I know what they're trying for, but the execution on it is just missing the mark.
Well, it is an indie game, so maybe it will get
That's no excuse.
maybe they will add some shading. Maybe they will add some things. They're still working on it, so
I'm hoping so because it looks like it could shape up really solid. It
right.
does,
Yes,
and
I
I
agree.
want it to.
Yeah, I
So
agree. Well, the next one is Juno and the Celestial Elephant. This one is coming October 12th, console exclusive to Switch first. Um, Really cool game. I think it's a really cute game with the elephant. I like how he's moving slow because, well, he is like a baby elephant. And he could use fire with his trunk or water the plants and stuff. It looks like he can open the treasure trunk with his trunk or open the trunk with his trunk and butt heads with enemies. It's kind of 3D diagonal. Kind of a cute platformer. I believe it's a platformer. I want to go with that. Uh, but it's kind of cute.
it looks a little more like Bastion. I mean, it's certainly got that same um, three quarters view going on, um, but it doesn't look super platformy to me.
Hmm.
But it looks a little more. mm, It looks more like an adventure game in the vein of like Alundra, where
Hmm.
it's more puzzle solving and combat than it is platforming.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So, now that being said, I liked what I saw. I really, really wish that idiot had not been talking over it. If they had seriously just made a straight trailer without him yakking about it, I would have been much happier. Like I feel like the what's his face hosting that direct did more harm than good here.
Well, the next one is by Inside Creates, Dragon Mark for Death. That one is coming this winter. It's like almost a 2D. I want to say 16-bit, almost beat 'em up, or 32-bit beat 'em up. Looks really good.
Oh, which one was that?
It was the one, of course, by the people who made Gunvolt, but it was like the
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, if it's what I'm thinking, um, no, this looks solid. So I don't know if it's an instant buy for me, but it's probably going to be on the list.
okay. Well, moving on. Battle Chef Brigade is coming holiday 2017 by Tricking Studios and Adult Swim.
Yay! Bring me more Adult Swim games because they're actually doing some pretty good shit.
Yeah, I really like this one. It gave me we Fit vibes in its look, with these characters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
and plus I love beating them ups and I love playing puzzle games. So, uh, So, Murphy's Law is coming out this winter by Cosmoscope. It's a console exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. And this one is that you're taking the mask from another character, MASS, not MASK. And what they showed was it's like just red and blue 4 versus 4 multiplayer. And whatever body part that you hit, your body part grows. And the first one to get their avatar to the biggest wins the match. So sorry about that. The more that you hit them, the more uh, you'll grow. But it becomes harder to hit the other player. The other player will be able to hit you easier, but you have to still be able to defend or run away if they got a good spot. So what they showed was it looked like it was just 1 versus 1 at the time, but they haven't shown like the whole 4 versus 4 multiplayer. And this is running on Unreal Engine, so this looks really good. A different spin, I should say, on multiplayer shooting. It's third person, so it's over the shoulder for its shooting.
Yeah. This piques my interest. It reminds me of a there was a multiplayer shooter for the Wii. It was one of the Wii Shop or the WiiWare titles. Um, it wasn't super polished, but there wasn't a whole lot of that available on the console at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and so I grabbed it up along with my roommate, and we played the fuck out of it and had a good time with it. And Morphe's Law feels a little like that in that respect, where it's not super polished, but it has a singular idea that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm down for picking it up and giving it a play. Okay, so the next one, I really don't know much about, but Sausage Sports Club by this fall is coming out by Luckshot Games. It looks like a 4-player multiplayer game where you play as these animals and their head just look like it's about to fall off, or their body. I guess their bodies looking long as sausage. I didn't get
It
the gist
looks
of it.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It's like, how many dumb ideas can we throw into something at once?
yeah, this is a wait and see for me. It's not really high on my list to get, but this next game though, Light Fingers is coming in early 2018 by
I'm so excited for this.
Numismatic. Uh,
I don't care how you pronounce the name. This game just looks awesome.
Yes, board. It's like a board game of adventure board game almost, because it looked like there was a person going through like a 2D or 3D diagonal kind of land You pick cards. Don't know what the cards actually do just yet. If they make you have new land, it remind me of the game that we was playing that Sunday. Um,
Carcassonne.
yes, it remind me of that, and I'm like, oh, Larry's gonna love this.
You know, this reminds me a little more of Concept, where it's more of that fusion of board game, card game.
Yes.
Which, by the way, the new Concept game for 3DS is, I want to say, out now.
When did they announce
Yes,
it?
the new Concept was out today.
I didn't even know the new one was coming out.
Yeah, just dropped on 3DS today. So that's an awesome thing that you guys should go fucking pick up and support because Concept is fucking awesome.
Yes, it is a really good game. Is it? That's Atlas. Is it Atlas?
I don't know that it's Atlas actually.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, but Light Fingers, I'm definitely picking up, and I know you'll probably pick it up because
oh god, yes.
I'm just like, yeah, we need to play this at the house. Like this would be a perfect board game if they get it right. Um, and if it, like DLC come to it, like for cheap and stuff, I think it would be a really good multiplayer game, party game.
It definitely could be.
Yes. I like how they said you could do it also in tabletop mode. I'm like, oh shoot, that looks like that's the only way to really play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like playing on TV by yourself feels like the train, but you might want to get with friends and get around the table and play this game.
Yep.
So, the next one I'm definitely is a day one purchase. 9 Parchment. It's coming this holiday, 2017, by Frozen Byte. It's like a 4-player dungeon crawler. Someone said gauntlet style game.
Yep.
Looks really good. I love the animation to this. I'm like, this is very detailed.
You know, I'm slightly irked by this actually.
Why? What happened?
Because it's part of the Trine canon.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, give me the Trine games on my Switch to go with it.
Aren't they? Oh, no, they didn't. No, they don't have the collection yet for Switch yet.
Yeah, seriously, if you're going to start bringing Trine stuff over, bring all of it at once.
I thought did they announce it for Switch?
Not
Oh,
that I've seen.
okay. You know what? It might be the PS4 version then.
Probably.
Well, and the last game that they announced, they went out with a bang. I'm super happy for this. Another day one purchase. I really love the trailer for this. No More Heroes. Travis Strikes Again. This is coming from Suda 51 by Grasshopper and Marvelous. They'll be bringing it out, and it looks like the game is gonna be. It might be like mini games in a way. But this dad is coming after Travis' touchdown because he killed his daughter Batgirl. So they're fighting in this trailer and stuff. And they somehow get sucked up by a possessed video game system. And what's going to happen is that there are going to be other indie developers coming in to help make the game. So, looks really good. The trailer is funny, but it's really smooth. And I'm just like, this is Suda 51. I'm like, he took some time to really make this style, this trailer really stylized.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, this excites me. I like Suda's stuff. It also reminds me that I would love to see a re-release of Killer 7.
oh goodness, that needs a remake.
I don't even want a remake. I just want a re-release.
Well, you know what? A remake adds in more detail in this art style.
Nope. Do not touch the art style.
Really?
The art style in Killer 7 was fantastic, just the way it is. You leave it the hell alone.
See, I thought they would go a little bit more detailed. I mean, still keep that cell shading look, but kind of what they did with this trailer for No More Heroes.
Nope. Leave Killer 7 the way it is. I just want to be able to have it on my Switch.
That would be very interesting. You think they need
Honestly, I think it would be a great place for Killer 7 because I think that the right audience is there. Like
Yes.
right now feels like the right time for that game.
And I literally think with the motion controls with it, or um with the Joy Cons, I think it would be. Don't want to say a little bit better, but I think they could probably fix some of the controls. In
Yeah,
Killer
I
7.
wouldn't mind seeing some of the controls tweaked a little bit
Hmm.
to take advantage of the motion. Um, eh, don't make it required, but make it optional, like with Zelda. You know, you
Yes.
can turn it off, you can turn it on, whichever feels better to you. And I think there's some merit in that, and I would love to see that happen.
I wonder can
That
they?
reminds me, I need to follow him on Twitter now.
I wonder if they could add additional content. I wonder if anything got cut from Killer 7 if they do a re-release.
No idea. I just part of me loves that game the way it is just so much. I don't want it messed with.
Okay, come through Capcom. Come on, Grasshopper. And that's what Capcom needs to do is re-release that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct for the summer Nindy games. For those who are in Seattle, if you're listening to this, shout out to you guys. They're having their Nindies night at Mopop. And I think it's August 31st. I think it's that Friday. No, that Thursday. Or actually today by the time you guys hear this recording.
Yep.
I think it's going to be that Thursday to that Saturday or that Friday. I think,
Yeah,
or
and
it might be one night. That's
I
going
can
to
tell
two
you
packs.
too, there's some additional stuff, trailers for some of the other Nindies on YouTube right now that were not in the direct.
Yes, those were actually on Nintendo Life that they showed Tuesday. But and I didn't include them in this, but there was a one called like Away that was in it. They had some really nice ones. They had like about like 6 new ones in there. Cause they didn't even show Owlboy, which was weird. And I know a lot of people was asking about Ukulele. But I think
Ukulele, I don't care about. I
I think
played
they're
it. It
still
was
working on
terrible.
that one. A lot of the ones from the February isn't out yet. I think some of them probably got delayed and are still being worked on.
So, in any case, I was really hoping for news about Dead Cells 2 coming to Switch. That would have made me happy.
Well, isn't that still in early access?
It is. I know. I still want to know that it's coming to Switch. I want it there so bad.
I think next year. I think I'm going to give it to Spring's Nindy Direct or their next Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna give it to Spring.
I
But
hope so.
but you know what? We also have fall. They probably can do a fall direct, so maybe we might see.
So, but yeah, that's it. We've run the list.
Yes. So
So, um, just the basics rundown. Find us on YouTube on the NGR Radio channel. Find us at our home on shoutengine.com. Also iTunes, Google Play Music. Check us out on. You know what? I'm not even going to go into the rest. Just go listen to the show. Thank you for being here. Other than that, we will see you back again on Monday, everybody. Good night.
peace out, everybody.